today to celebrate the groundbreaking of the Dale, which in insider city terms is known as the Town Green Commercial Development. But I appreciate everybody who's here today to celebrate with us. My name is Patrick Bryant. For those who don't know, I'm the city manager. We've been working on this project my entire tenure, which just eclipsed 5 years. So a lot of hard work, a lot of man hours have gone into the project, both at the board level, staff level, DDA level, and the developers themselves. We've all worked as a very cohesive team to try and accomplish the shared vision that we all had for this project, which is anchored by our lovely town green, which I want to clap for too. So without further ado, I want to turn over the microphone to our mayor, Jonathan Elmore, so he can tell you how we got here.
So, thank you for being here, and welcome to Avondale and our new town green. I can't see you. It's all like, God is standing there because it's like this light coming from behind you. It's like, oh. Anyway, but thank you for being here. You'll have to excuse me. I'm going to have to read some of this because my memory's only good for like useless trivia. But first of all, I'd like to thank my fellow board members. Who all is here? I think Commissioner Larott, Mayor Pro Tem Brian Fisher, Commissioner Miriam, and Commissioner Shortell are all here. So let's have a little round of applause for them. And our previous boards that helped us get to this point. I'd like to thank our DDA. Mr. Dieters is here. Our chair, Dave Dieters. Yes. And who else? Again, I'm having trouble. Oh, Jennifer Joyner, and I think Stacia is here. But I'd like to thank our DDA. What's that? Oh, and Lee. And Walter. I cannot see anyone's face. I'm not kidding. Okay, and Walter. And all of our development partners, and I'll get to that. But one of the primary goals driving decision-making for the BMC was to build out the downtown to diversify our city's tax base, which is as important as creating a robust public life and a great place to live, work, and play. The Dale is, and always has been, an anchor and a significant part of our vision for the town green, and this project will help us achieve our goals. This new development symbolizes progress with purpose. It reflects the vision created over many years with lots and lots of community input. And it is a testament to our dedication to smart urban planning and reflects our vision for a dynamic and inclusive downtown. Building a vibrant city continues to be a team sport. The city is blessed with smart, committed people. Thank you to my fellow leaders on the BMC, the DDA Board of Directors, our committed staff, community members, and all of those who have been committed to bringing this vision to life. From its origins, the city has a long history of bringing in experts to design and build our city, and this project is no exception. We have strong and visionary development partners who are clearly a key element to success, and I want to recognize the team on the front lines of the development. First and foremost, Mr. Jerry Miller of Fabric Developers. And the team at SSOE for being great partners with the building of the town green. Those are our designers. I think we're Sherry, Bill here. Okay. And just so you know, it's a little aside. We had a design competition some time ago, and Sherry's design was the one that won. It was, I would say, unanimous. I think we all took one look at it and we're like, yep, that's what we want. And so can we just have a special round of applause for Sherry? And I would say that conceptually, this is what we have now. There was a few little differences, but this is it. So I'd also like to thank Eric Weatherholtz and Quill Healey of Healey Weatherholtz Properties. There you go. really excited to have these high quality retail partners. I'd like to thank Long Engineering. Is anyone here from Long? OutSource Construction and Engineering. And Peter Constructive. What's that? Oh, okay. I just want to add a personal note. I'm proud of a lot of things that we've done here. I'm proud of a lot of things that I've done. I'm proud that I was released from Georgia Tech in 1990. If you know, you know. I'm glad I passed my exam. I'm happy that my wife agreed to marry me, and she may not agree to that. And I'm proud of my kids, and I'm proud of a lot of things. But I really want to say one thing quite from the heart is I think what we're doing in this city is certainly the greatest thing I'll ever be involved with. And it couldn't have happened without you, and it's been a group effort. But I want you to know that I feel like this is the greatest thing that I'll ever be involved with. I hope it's something my kids are proud of and your kids are proud of. But this is significant. I think we have been working our what's off for Brian 8 years, D 4. All of us at different amounts of time, but it feels like for about the last 9 years we have been going at this. I think as hard as a city of our size can go. We've built up a great board. We have built up a great DDA. We've hired really competent and smart people. We have an awesome team, and it couldn't have happened without that team. But I just want you to know that I could not be more proud of what we're doing and all of you. And I appreciate all of you being here today. Thank you. And I would like to welcome my buddy, the chair of our DDA, Mr. Dave Dieters.
You ain't kidding about the sun. Hey, everybody. I know that I do speak for all the hardworking folks on the DDA when I just say how incredibly excited we are to be part of a project like this, which is really the next major phase as we chase down the dream of our downtown master plan. The DDA's state-mandated mission is to promote the revitalization and the redevelopment of our downtown. And this kind of public-private partnership is exactly the type of project for which we exist. So I do want to thank the BOMC for their participation in this project. I also, though, would like to thank past leaders, past BOMC and past DDA, for decisions made and investments made in our future so that we would have the resources to put into a project like this. It's a big deal. And while I'm thanking folks, I can't not acknowledge some of the folks from a group called Second Century Avondale and Sam Collier, who provided a lot of coaching to them. I think without them, the idea of something like this gorgeous town green and this fabulous development that it's fostering, I don't know that it exists. So there are a lot of folks, past and present, that we need to thank. But I do think that this project does prove that the catalyst kind of impact of the town green. It adds to our downtown's identity as a shopping and dining and entertainment destination. It itself will be a catalyst to attract even more business. And all of these things, will ultimately help achieve something that I believe very strongly in, which is a more balanced and diversified tax base. So all of those are really good things. And I think that it's a great example of placemaking. And placemaking is really the act of proactively investing in a high-quality project that would be enjoyed by visitors coming into our community to spend their money, but also by residents as well. And I think the Dale is a perfect example. And I think the placement of its wonderful restaurants and shops will energize our downtown, But I also believe that the emphasis has been placed on the design and the high quality materials that you're going to see go into this development. It's really going to set the tone, the architectural tone, for design and development for our downtown moving forward, and that's a big deal. And I think finally, just to comment, is we were planning this project, and the term fabric developers was thrown around. People kept talking about this beautiful project in Duluth. And I kept thinking to myself, we don't live in Duluth. And, good for Duluth. Well, I think what I figured out is the project in Duluth is so perfect and so beautiful because Jerry Miller and the fabric team spent time understanding and developing exactly what the people of Duluth wanted. And he has done the same thing for Avondale Estates. So please welcome Jerry Miller, Fabric Developers.
Good afternoon, and I do mean afternoon. Dave, thank you for the introduction. I don't know if anybody ever suffers from imposter syndrome, but sometimes I do. In our kickoff construction meeting, which was the first day of this month, Eric Weatherholtz, one of my partners, who, as you'll begin to know, seems to ask the right question at the right time, asked Sherry Locke, Sherry, how long have you been involved in this? And this meaning not just this building, but this concept. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you said, like, you remember being up at 3 a.m. in 2017, is that correct? That's like 6 years ago. And I know she was involved 6 years ago. Some of you in Second Century Avondale and other community groups have been involved 2-3 years before that. There was a planner named Edmund Bacon from Philadelphia who once said, good planning is just a persistence of vision. Well, I think we can all agree that if Avondale has exhibited nothing else, they've had a persistence of vision. Well, to bring us forward to where we are today, though, has taken some courageous leadership by your mayor and by your commissioners, by the DDA, Dave and his board. And of course, to execute on this, you've had to have staff that's skillful and savvy. It's been lean, but they've helped us wind our way through all of the issues that come up in a project like this. At SSOE, Sherry Locke and her colleague Bill Clark, whom I'm sorry couldn't be here today, and Ron Stang have continued to put flesh on the original poetically called Concept 9, right? And has helped us bring this forward. My partner is Quill Healey. Is Quill here today, Eric? There's Quill, Eric. These guys have an almost magical ability to create chemistry and to create a place where you want to be. And that's what we're really looking for. It's not just about building buildings, but creating the activity that sparks folks' interest in just being there and staying there and hanging out. But now, as Patrick so eloquently stated, we have to build the thing. So for that, we've enlisted the support services of Peter Constructive. That's not a typo, it's Constructive, which is indicative of his attitude toward working with us on this project. He's assisted by Catherine Besson, project manager, Matt Bauer over here, and Greg Powell, who will be on site, who when things go wrong, that's who you gotta, you've got a target on your back, Greg. This is a fishbowl. So I just want to say, issue another invitation. In a year, let's have a grand opening about 20 feet up and about 30 feet over there on our rooftop deck. Till then, thank you.
thank you, Jerry and Dave and Jonathan, for all of your words. In my own, which Jerry used so well, let's start building the thing. I would like to invite the mayor, our 4 members of the BOMC, Chair Dieters, Jerry, Shannon, and Quill and Eric to join me over here, and let's break ground.